this is not so minor if you consider how much you.
Alright class, please settle down. Hello, and welcome to geometry class. I am Mr. Govan. Your regular teacher, Mrs. Halsett, is down with the flu, so I am here to substitute. Today, you will learn about the properties of trapezoids and kites. No, not the one you fly on a windy day. I mean the geometric figure. Here are the basics. A kite is a quadrilateral with the following properties. Two pairs of consecutive congruent sides, opposite sides that aren't congruent, diagonals that are perpendicular, and exactly one pair of congruent opposite angles. A trapezoid is also quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides, which are called bases. The non-parallel sides are legs. To further explain, let me show you some example questions. Make sure you take notes. Question 1. Find the measure of the angle D in the kite shown at the right. The picture shows that the measure of angle E is 124 degrees and that the measure of angle G is 80 degrees. Now to solve it. Remember the properties I said before? One of those said properties is that exactly one pair of opposite angles are congruent. This property is known as Theorem 8.19. So by Theorem 8.19, quadrilateral DEFG has exactly one pair of congruent opposite angles. And because angle E is not congruent to angle G, angle D is congruent to angle F. Now we solve the equation measure of angle D plus measure of angle F plus 124 degrees plus 80 degrees equals 360 degrees. Why solve this equation? Because of the corollary to Theorem 8.1, the interior angles of a quadrilateral. The sum of the measures of these interior angles of a quadrilateral must be 360 degrees. So that's why, if you're wondering. Now we substitute the measure of angle F for the measure of angle D, because the measure of angle D equals the measure of angle F. And since we're solving for the measure of angle D, that's what we'll do. Now we combine like terms to give us 2 times the measure of angle D plus 204 degrees equals 360 degrees. We solve for the measure of angle D, and we get the measure of angle D equals 78 degrees. Question 2. The stone above the arch in the diagram is an isosceles trapezoid. Find the measure of angle K, the measure of angle M, and the measure of angle J. An isosceles trapezoid, if you're wondering, is a trapezoid with congruent legs, congruent base angle pairs, and congruent diagonals. Step 1. Find the measure of angle K. Parallelogram JKLM is an isosceles trapezoid, so angle K and angle L are congruent base angles. If you remember, a base angle is either pair of angles whose common side is the base of a trapezoid. So, the measure of angle K equals the measure of angle L, which is 85 degrees. Step 2. Find the measure of angle M. Because angle L and angle M are consecutive interior angles formed by the line LM intersecting two parallel lines, they are supplementary. So, the measure of angle M equals 180 degrees minus 85 degrees equals 95 degrees. Now for step 3, finding the measure of angle J. Because angle J and angle M are a pair of base angles, they are congruent. So the measure of angle J equals the measure of angle M, which is 95 degrees. So the measure of angle K is 85 degrees, the measure of angle M is 95 degrees, and the measure of angle J is also 95 degrees. Any questions? Really? Any questions? Anyone? Any questions? No? Oh, okay. Well, the bell is about to ring, so I might as well give you your homework. Your homework is to create a 10-minute video about today's lesson. You will have until tomorrow to finish it. This is a major grade, and it will count for 25% of your grade. You must explain it in detail. Remember, it's due tomorrow.
Boo! Silence!